This weekend's devastating earthquake rocked Haiti, killing roughly 1,300 people, injuring thousands more. It also devastated many Catholic churches. Joining us now is Father Louis Morosny, pastor at St. Anne Cathedral in Haiti, to talk about the damage done to his parish. And Father, thank you so much for being here. First, tell us, where were you when the earthquake hit? Describe what happened and what was going on.
I was actually on the national highway, driving from my parish to a place near Port-au-Prince, the capital. I was going to a wedding. And so when it happened, I actually didn't feel anything because I was driving fast. I was driving fast on the highway whatever, long road.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't until it felt something was different because I saw people stopped and they seemed to have been shocked by something. And a truck was parked in the middle of the road. Everyone was so shocked. So I rolled my window down to ask what was going on. And they told me, we just had a huge earthquake. You got to be careful. I said, oh, okay. We've had earthquakes before, and we've had aftershocks, and we've had several smaller ones, even after the big one in 2010. So I didn't, think much about it. I didn't see any visible destruction on the road where I was. So I kept going to the wedding until a brother priest called me. And I spoke to him, and he told me that his rectory fell and that he escaped through a window. He jumped on the roof of another house below and got hurt, but that he's safe. And I thought, oh, I guess this is crazier than I thought. So I turned around. And I figured if this is happening, I got to go back to my people because I had called them as well. And they told me that my church was damaged, even though the rectory was standing. And so I quickly turned back around and I visited. It's true that the church, the cathedral building, beautiful little place, but it's very damaged, especially the front part. And then at the sanctuary, one of the walls starts to cave in as well. And so it's dangerous. So we had to close the gates, both on the side and in the front at the bottom of the steps, so people wouldn't even visit up front, because we think with a big enough shake, it might come down, the front part at least.
There's still concern about that it could topple down?
I'm still concerned about that, exactly, because we have some big aftershocks that keep coming on sometimes on an hourly basis. They keep shaking. And so that's it. And then when I came back, I visited the town. In fact, I'm in front of a house that came down completely. And many homes have been destroyed in my town. And my parish community is a big community with 5 churches, the main cathedral church and 4 chapels. And those in the chapels, it's even more damage. Some of the chapels, most of the homes are destroyed.
After the 2010 earthquake, did that help prepare you or the people living in your community at all for this?
Somewhat, yes, somewhat. There's some things that we have learned, and some of the newer constructions have tried to apply certain principles that they've learned, but many have not. And why is that? Well, it's because, you see, in order to build properly with the norms to make things earthquake proof or earthquake resistant, storm resistant, that requires more money, and it requires the expertise of an engineer or a firm, an architect, etc. But so many of the people building don't feel like they have the means to employ these resources, and so they just build as they think is good, and it's not always good. It looks like every single home is damaged at least. And so the line is not as clear between the damaged home and the collapsed home, or the one that's completely gone. So it's like, how do we decide what to give and whom to give? But we're gonna give whatever we have until we get some more, and then we'll continue helping the people.
All right, Father Louis Morosny, pastor at St. Anne Cathedral in Haiti, thank you so much for being here and telling us about this, and we're praying for you.
Thank you so much.
If you're watching Currents News on YouTube, be sure to hit the subscribe button and click on the bell to get updates to all of our newest content, because we are putting your faith in the news.